Hey everybody, Hardy here at Porcupine Bikes. I'm going to share a few things that you can do to your bike after every ride or every couple rides to make it last a little bit longer. First of all, you can clean and check your suspension, and you can wipe down and lube your chain. Pretty basic. So your suspension is your front fork, your rear shock, and we can even include a dropper post in this. One thing you can do is wipe off your forks, and you can even floss a little here, get any excess dirt or oil out, and that will decrease the likelihood of dirt getting into the suspension. The same with the rear. You can see this one here has a little goo on it. That's fairly normal. If it's really liquidy, that's possibly an actual leak, but rear shocks do weep a little bit of fluid. But a little clean off now and then is going to make these last a little longer. And the same with the seat post, a little bit around the collar, and then just a little wipe down on the main post. We can get into service of these things a little bit later. A drivetrain, which is basically your cassette, your chain ring, and even your derailleur pulley wheels are important to clean occasionally, every ride, every few rides. What we generally do, we'll take some kind of solvent or cleaner like WD-40, put it on a rag, and I just grab the chain and pedal backwards. And try not to knock the bike over. You can do the same thing with the jockey wheels, just make sure they're kind of clean. Same thing with the chain ring. Wipe it off a little bit. So the chain should have a fairly clean looking appearance. All the lube on your chain really needs to be inside the little nooks and crannies and not so much on the outside. And then once you've done this, you're ready to lube your chain. Pretty basic. For this particular time of season that we're in and where we are in Vermont, a lot of times we'll use wet lube. Other people use dry lube. We can go through that at another time. Wet lube, dry lube, wax lube. So really you want to drop on each link. And again, I'll just pedal backwards and I'll do a little dribble on each link. I'm doing it kind of like speed lube style. So I'm estimating I got a drop on each link. So I'll let that work in for a little while. Ideally, you could do this after you ride, let it soak in overnight. And then again, you want to wipe off the excess so you don't have any excess lube on the outside of the chain. And it should be fairly clean and more or less dry to the touch. And the lube is inside the little nooks and crannies. So if you do this every few rides, depending on how far you ride, in each ride, you're going to save yourself drivetrain wear, replacement costs, and your bike is going to shift better, the suspension is going to work better, and you're not going to spend as much money at the bike shop.